Yeah, this issue about China being a superpower, fighting to be a superpower, was in the 60s and 70s in the polemics between the communist parties, of Soviet Union, China, and Albania, okay, and others, and the debates were also about whether the Soviet Union was socialist, okay. Those were debates as well. A lot of people writing to say, they are actually, that's when the notion of social imperialism, came in during those polemics. And in those polemics between the socialist parties and the socialist countries, China was seen as an emerging empire, okay? And the debate was, particularly during Mao's time, that China could liberate Africa, for example, from Western imperialism. But those debates have been around, and people are now saying very clearly that although China is in the orbit of neoliberalism, it has overtaken the West in terms of infrastructure, for example, and it's emerging, it's a competitor, and this is why the debate is important, because you can't rely on one imperialism to liberate you from another. It's nonsensical. And so I think that we as Africans, we have to dogmatically debate that issue. And it has been debated. There are books on China-African relations. There's one, in fact, edited by your compatriot, the professor called Kwa, what is his other name? He's based in South Africa. He had an institute, Kwesi Pra.
Oh, he's
written a book on China-Africa relations. There's another book published on African-China relations. There's been that, debate on what China is going to be. And in this country, we have a communist party, of Kenya, and their narrative is China will liberate us from the West.